India. India. India is a peninsula of Asia. It lies between the Himalayan mountains in the north and the Indian Ocean in the south. India has varied relief features, climate, natural vegetation and diversities among the people. From ancient times, India has reflected unity amidst diversity and has been famous for art, literature, dance, agriculture and industries. There are diversities of religions, languages, races and traditions among the people. These diversities in India have enriched its culture. It is called a subcontinent. Location and extent. India is located in northern and eastern hemispheres. It extends from 6th north to 37th north latitudes and 68th east to 97th east longitudes. The total area of India is 32,87,263 square kilometers. It extends over 2,933 kilometers from east to west and 3,214 kilometers from north to south. The Tropic of Cancer, 23.5° north latitude, passes through the middle of the country and divides India into almost two equal halves. The 82.5° east longitude, which passes near Allahabad, is the central meridian of India. The Indian Standard Time is based on this longitude. To the north of India, we have China, Nepal and Bhutan. Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Pakistan in the northwest. The Arabian Sea in the west, the Bay of Bengal in the east and the Indian Ocean in the south are the water bodies bordering India. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are in the Bay of Bengal and Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea are the island groups of India. Sri Lanka is separated from India by the Pak Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. India is a sovereign democratic republic. Delhi is the capital of India. Rajasthan is the largest state and Goa is the smallest state. Physical features of India. India can be divided into 4 physical divisions. They are the Northern Mountains, the North Indian Plain, the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal regions and islands. The Northern Mountains, the Himalayas. The Himalayan mountain ranges start from the Pamir Knot in the west and extends up to Nagaland in the east. They have the highest peaks, deep valleys, glaciers, etc. There are three parallel ranges in the Himalayas. They are the Greater Himalayas or Himadri, the Lesser Himalayas or Himachal, and the Outer Himalayas or Shivaliks. Greater Himalayas or Himadri. They are the highest ranges of the Himalayan mountains. The average height of these ranges is 6,000 meters above sea level. These ranges are also called Himadri as they are covered with snow throughout the year. The highest peaks of the Himalayan mountains are in these ranges. Mount Everest, 8,848 meters, is the highest peak in the world. The other high peaks in these ranges are Kanchanjunga, 8,598 meters, Dhavalagiri, Makalu, Nanga Parbat, Nanda Devi, and Gauri Shankar. Lesser or Central Himalayas or Himachal. They are about 3,600 meters to 4,500 meters high. They are parallel ranges and some of them are covered with snow.
Simla, Ranikhet, Mussoorie, Nainital,
and Darjeeling are the important hill stations of these ranges. Foothills or Shivaliks. These ranges are formed from the deposition of materials brought down by the rivers which rise to the Himalayas and flow through these ranges. In these ranges, there are many narrow plains called dunes. For example, Dehradun. The importance of Himalayas. They stop the monsoon winds and cause rainfall. They are the birthplace of many rivers. They have plenty of mineral resources. The rivers that flow on their slopes are perennial and are useful for irrigation and generation of hydroelectricity. They attract tourists. The valleys are noted for the cultivation of fruits like apples and crops like tea and saffron. They also stop the cold winds that blow from Central Asia. Many medicinal plants and herbs grow in these mountains. The North Indian Plain. This plain is also called the Gangetic Plain. This plain is situated between the Himalayan mountains in the north and the peninsular plateau in the south and is formed from the alluvium brought down by the rivers. The alluvial soil has made the plain very fertile. Since the land is almost flat, it is very easy to construct irrigation canals and to have inland navigation. It has excellent roads and railways which are helpful for the establishment of many industries. So, about 40% of the total population of India lives here and it is called the Heart of India. The Peninsular Plateau. It is the largest of India's physical divisions. The Narmada Rift Valley divides the Peninsular Plateau into two parts. They are the Malwa Plateau and the Deccan Plateau. The Malwa Plateau is bounded by the Aravali Hills in the northwest and the Vindhya Mountains in the south. Mount Abu is the famous hill station in the Aravalis. The Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau is surrounded by the Satpura Hills, the Western Ghats in the west and the Eastern Ghats in the east. The Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats meet in the Nilgiri Hills. The Western Ghats are higher than the Eastern Ghats and they are continuous. They are closer to the sea. The Eastern Ghats are not very high and are not continuous. There are many hill stations in the Western Ghats. Ooty, Ootakamand, now known as Udagamandalam in the Nilgiri Hills, and Pachmari in the Mahadev Hills are also famous hill stations in the peninsular plateaus. The peninsular plateau has economic importance because of its rich mineral resources and many rivers which have waterfalls. They help in the generation of hydroelectric power. The plateau is also suitable for the cultivation of cotton, and the dense forests are the home of many wild animals. Coastal plains and islands. It extends from Kutch in Gujarat in the west to the Gangetic Delta in the east. The coast of India is divided into Western Coastal Plain and Eastern Coastal Plain. The Western Coastal Plain. It lies between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea and extends from the Gulf of Kutch in the north to Cape Comorin, Kanyakumari in the south to a length of about 1,500 kilometers. The coast is straight and affected by the southwest monsoon winds. There are only a few good harbors: Mumbai, Marmagova,
Kochi,
Mangalore, Karwar, Navva Seva, Kandla are the important ports on the west coast. There are some saltwater lakes or lagoons. Chilka Lake of Orissa and Pulicat Lake of Tamil Nadu are the best examples. The coastal regions of India are noted for agriculture, fishing, salt making, industrial centers, trade and tourist centers. They provide important hinterlands for the ports. Islands of India. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal. The southernmost point of India is in the Greater Nicobar Island. It is called Indira Point. Rivers and lakes of India. India is a very lucky country to have many rivers and lakes. They help in the generation of hydroelectricity, irrigation, and inland navigation, fisheries, etc. The river systems of India can be divided into two types. They are North Indian rivers and South Indian rivers. North Indian rivers. They mostly rise in the Himalayan mountains and are snow-fed and rain-fed. They are perennial in character. There are three river systems in North India. They are the Indus, the Ganges, and the Brahmaputra. River Indus. It rises near Mount Kailash in Tibet and flows through narrow gorges towards the northwest in Jammu Kashmir and Punjab, then enters into Pakistan and reaches the Arabian Sea near Karachi. The important tributaries of River Indus are Jhelum, Chenab, Bees, Ravi and Sutlej. River Ganges. It rises in the Gangotri Glacier. It has many tributaries. The important tributaries are Yamuna, Gomati, Ghagra, Gandak, Chambal, Sone and Kosi. River Yamuna joins the Ganges near Allahabad. River Ganges flows into the Bay of Bengal. River Brahmaputra. It rises in Chimayungdung Glacier in Tibet. It enters India through narrow gorges and joins River Ganga. South Indian rivers. They are rain-fed rivers and they dry up in summer. They can be classified as east-flowing rivers and west-flowing rivers. East-flowing rivers. Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri rivers flow towards the east. Since the Deccan Plateau slopes towards east, most of the rivers flow towards east and join Bay of Bengal. In order to conserve water, many dams and reservoirs are constructed. Since they flow through ghats, they form waterfalls which help in the production of electricity. The longest river in South India is Godavari. River Kaveri rises at Talkaveri in Coorg district, flows towards the east and joins the Bay of Bengal. The two important west-flowing rivers of Peninsular Plateau are River Narmada and Tapti. These two rivers join the Arabian Sea. There are a few natural lakes in India. Important among them are Chilka and Pulicat. Dal Lake and Wular Lake near Srinagar, Nal Lake near Ahmedabad.